Rundown. Today's riff rundown is pre-recorded, but don't worry, we're still gonna have a lot of fun today. I have been traveling a lot, as you guys know, and I was on the plane, and it was a 6-hour flight, and I needed to watch a long movie. And I turned on The Wedding Singer, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot how great that song was at the end. So we're gonna be learning Grow Old With You, written by Adam Sandler for the Wedding Singer movie. It's a great little song, beginner friendly. So this lesson geared towards my beginners today. So have your acoustic guitar in standard tuning. There's gonna be a couple bar chords, but I'm gonna teach you guys how to play this 2 different ways. So have a capo handy too, because we'll need it towards the second half of the lesson. So again, acoustic guitar, standard tuning. We're going to be learning a fun song from a movie. So let me know where you are tuning in from and your favorite movie song. All right, where you're tuning in from and your favorite movie song. So here's one of mine, Grow Old With You by Adam Sandler, as heard in The Wedding Singer. Here we go. Really fun song. Again, this one's geared towards my beginners, so my intermediates and my advanced folks who are watching today. Let's put some words of encouragement to those beginners who are watching, okay? Let's tell them not to fear those bar chords. Again, it takes good practice. Good practice equals good results when you are practicing. So let's go ahead and get started here. So why I chose this tune is that I really liked this chord progression. It was a very, very cool one. So we are in the key of A today. I'm going to be talking a little bit about some theory in this lesson. So we are in the key of A. What's really interesting here is these chords go in order. Okay, so check it out. There's an A, there's a B minor, there's a C sharp minor, and there's a D. Okay, so these chords go in order of the Nashville number system. So those of you who've heard of the Nashville number system, right, those are the chords that we use in a particular key. It's a really, really great little system. So this song goes in that order. The 1 chord, that's major, the 2 and 3 chords that are minor, and then you have the 4 chord, which is D, and then the 5 chord, which is E, which you see a little bit later. But I thought the progression was really great. So let's go ahead and get started here. Let me show you how to play it. So what we're going to do here, the A major chord, I like to play it like this when we're in the open position. So you're going to get your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th finger, okay? 2nd finger, placing that on the 2nd fret of the D string, that's your E note. You're going to get your 3rd finger, placing that on the 2nd fret of the G string, which is your A. And then your 4th finger here, that's going to go on the 2nd fret of the B string, which is a C sharp. Again, for the A major chord, the notes that we need, A, C sharp, and E. And there they are. So the strumming pattern that we're going to use for the majority of the song is going to be a down, down, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up. So let's go ahead and do this with this A major chord. Okay, so remember, down, down, up, down, up. Let the pick do the work for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that, just with the A major. And we're strumming from the A string downward. Let's do that again. Now let's do a couple of these in a row. Here we go. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Pretty great, right? So that's the A major chord. What we're going to do now is we're going to get into that bar chord territory. Don't worry, it's pretty cool, okay? Bar chords, first finger. We're gonna play a B minor here. I want you to place that first finger across the second fret, okay, of the A string to the high E string, the bottom 5 chords, okay? So just like that. Notice how you can't see my thumb. My thumb is at the middle of the neck. I'm squeezing through, okay? A good amount of pressure, but I don't want you, really feeling too tense right in this part of your hand, okay? So good pressure, but don't overdo it. You're gonna get your second finger now, placing that on the D note, 3rd fret of the B string. 3rd finger reaches up 4th fret of the D string, all right? That's our F sharp. It's gonna be our 5. And you're gonna get your 4th finger here, placing that on B, 4th fret, G string. Now, we're gonna strum from the A string downward. Here's what your chord should sound like. Just like that, all right? And again, squeezing through with that thumb. We don't want any fingers on top of any frets. We're gonna get buzzing like that. So notice, right behind the fret, right on top of the fret, okay? So we want to be behind it, okay? And I got a nice clear tone, all right? And guess what? Same strumming pattern here. Down, down, up, down, up, okay? So let's do that here with the B minor. Again, our tonal centers of this chord, B is our 1, D is our flat 3, since it's a minor chord, and then the F sharp for the 5, okay? So again, down, down, up, down, up. Let's do that again. Now, let's go ahead and combine it with our A major chord. B minor, bar chord. Again, nice and slowly here. Can't play anything fast, we can't play slow. Here we go. Now, lucky for us, this next chord is C sharp minor, okay? In the key of A, this is our 3 chord, all right? So what we're gonna do here, lucky for us, B minor is already where it needs to be. Check it out. Bring it up a whole step, because B and C sharp are a whole step apart. In terms of guitar, 2 frets. So your first finger should be on the 4th fret, okay, across the bottom 5 strings, A through the high E, okay? 3rd finger should be on the 6th fret of the D string, okay, that's our G sharp. We're gonna go ahead and put our 4th finger here. That should be on the 6th fret of the G string. That's our another C sharp. And then we have our E here with our 2nd finger, 5th fret of the B string. So again, C sharp, E, and G sharp is our C sharp minor, okay? So here's how it should sound. Just like that, okay? And again, same strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, up. So let's hear it. And again. And one more time. So let's combine all 3 of these chords, okay? After this, we're done with the bar chords. Those are our only 2, okay? So here we go. A, B minor, C sharp minor. All right, here we go. Let's do it again, nice and slowly here. See my thumb? Behind the neck. Okay, squeezing through. We don't want to see it up here. Notice how the hand shrivels when we play those bar chords. So by placing the thumb in the middle of the neck, right, get a nice, good, strong foundation for that chord. Let's go ahead and do this again, okay? A little faster this time. Here we go. And again, if you're enjoying these lessons, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. There's a button down here somewhere where you can do that, and share a video with a friend. Helps the cause. All right, so here we go. And one more time. Our next chord is a D major. D, F sharp, and A are our tonal centers in the key of A. This is our 4 chord, all right? So what we're going to do here, for those of you who don't know how to play it, get your first finger, second fret of the G string, that's our A, second finger, second fret of the E string, that's our F sharp, third finger, third fret of the B string, that is our D note. Same strumming pattern here, down, down, up, down, up. Okay, pretty cool stuff. Let's do those 4 chords. A, B minor, C sharp minor, and D. Here we go. Again. B minor. C sharp minor. D major. One more time. A. B minor. Sliding that up 2 frets, C sharp minor to our D chord. There it is, okay? So from there, what we're going to do here, we're going to go back to that A major chord. And then we're going to split a measure with an E major and a D major. And it's going to sound like this. And then ending with that A. All right, so what we're going to do here, let me show you how to play that E chord, okay? First 3 fingers here. First finger, place that on the G sharp. This is on the first fret of the G string. Second finger reaches up to the second fret of the A string. That's our B note. Third finger, second fret of the D string. That's our E. Strum everything. Glorious chord that E major is. Okay, so we're going to strum that 2 times. So went down, down, up. And then to our D major, down, down, up. Okay, so that's going to sound like this with the A chord. And then we play the A chord after this, 1 measure, down, down, up, down, up. Then we go back to our 5 chord, which is the E major. Down, down, up, down, up strumming pattern. And that's our first verse, okay? So I'm going to play this nice and slowly, the whole thing. I'll call out the chords. Here we go. A. B minor. C sharp minor. D. A. E. D. A. E. Now verse 2, repeat that. Here's what's interesting. The end of verse 2, instead of ending on the E major chord, what we're going to do here is we're going to end on an A7. So here's how I want you to play the A7. Get your second finger and third finger ready to go. Okay, second finger, placing that on the second fret of the D string, that's our E. And then your third finger, place that on the second fret of the B string, which is a C sharp. So this A7 chord has a C sharp, an E, and a G. G is the flat 7. What makes it sound like a 7th chord, right? And again, what we're going to do here, down, down, up, down, up on that A7 too. So that's going to sound like this. All right, pretty cool stuff. So that's what's happening there. Now this is leading us into our chorus, okay? So our chorus is going to sound like this. I'm going to include that A7 at the very top. Okay, so this is what the chorus sounds like. That A leads to verse 3. All right, so all chords we know already, which is great. So after that A7, we're going to do 2 measures of D major. There we go. That's kind of a tongue twister. Okay. 2 measures of D major. Okay. Same strumming pattern. Okay. So up, down, down, up, down, up. From there, we go to our 1 chord, the A major. Same thing, 2 measures. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. From there, 2 measures of D. What we're going to do here is we're now going to go to an E major, but this time we're going to strum it once and we're going to let it ring for 4 beats. So that's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. From there, we're going to do the same thing with D major, strum it, count for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. From there, we go to verse 3. So let's go ahead and do that chorus again. I'm going to go ahead and play the A7 at the very, very top. Okay? So here we go. D major. A. D major. Here comes that E. 2, 3, 4, D. 2, 3, 4. End of verse 3. Okay? So that's what's happening there. Pretty cool stuff. Again, it's a really short song. I think it's like 2 minutes or something. It's great. It's such a cute little song. So after that, we go into a verse 3, and then we have an outro. Okay, so if I'm talking in terms of Nashville number system, it's going to be a 5-4-1 ending. If we're talking about the chord names, it's going to be an E to a D to an A. And that outro sounds like this. Okay, and what we do there, again, those 2 strums of E, 2 strums of D, and let the A ring out at the end. So let's go ahead and do that again. That's the end of the song. So it's a really cool song here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it through as we see on The Wedding Singer, and you can totally, if you watch the movie, you can totally see him play these chords the way that we are playing them, which is great. They spend a lot of time of him playing the guitar on this song, and he's playing one of Billy Idol's guitars, which is really great. He makes a great cameo in that movie. So here we go. From the top, we're going to play through the whole thing. So here's the verse. Verse 2. Remember our A7 here? Now we're in the chorus. That E, 2, 3, 4, D, into another verse. Outro. The song. It's such a good one. It's a really awesome movie too. I love The Wedding Singer. 1998, which is crazy. Came out in 98. So that's the way that Adam Sandler plays it in the movie. Now, if you're a beginner and you're like, Angela, those bar chords maybe a little too much, no problem. With the capo, I can take away one of those for you. Okay, one of those bar chords. It's still going to be one, but at least there won't be 2. So there you go. As I put this capo on, you're going to put it on the 2nd fret. I want to thank my friends at Fishman for helping me do these lessons week after week. If you want to check out all the cool gear that I use, including the Fishman RS Spectrum DI, the silver box I talk about that I love, and the Matrix Infinity VT Enhanced pickups that I have, and my beautiful Martin 00017E. You could check out the link below in the video description. You can see all the cool gear I use, and it's good stuff. All right, so here we go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to play this song Capo version. This is not how Adam Sandler did it in the movie, but if you don't want to play 2 bar chords, you only want to play 1, here's a way we can do it. So capo at the 2nd fret, and we're going to play it like this. So I'm going to run it through if we're playing with capo. Okay, so it sounds like this. So we're in the same key, we're transposing with this capo, right? So we're still in the key of A, but we're using a capo just to make things a little bit easier for us, all right? So we're gonna do here capo on the 2nd fret. Again, we don't want the capo crooked. Get it as straight as you can to that fret. And what we're gonna do here, so every A chord that we played previously, we're gonna turn into a G chord, right? Because we put this capo up 2 frets, all right? So G chord here, for my beginners, here's how we play it. I like to play my G chord with 4 fingers, okay? 1st finger, placing that on the 2nd fret in accordance to the capo, okay? 2nd fret of that A string. Get your 3rd finger. We're gonna place that on the 3rd fret of the E string, 3rd finger, 3rd fret of the B string, and our pinky finger on the 3rd fret of the high E. Strum everything. And guess what? Same strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, up. Beautiful, okay? The next chord, the B minor, we're replacing now with an A minor. So here's how we play that. These 3 fingers, okay? 1st finger, placing that on the 1st fret of the B string in accordance to the capo, all right? Now we're gonna get our 2nd finger here, placing that 2nd fret of the D string, 3rd finger, 2nd fret of the G string. Strum from the A string downwards, same strumming pattern. And here's our one and only bar chord we're gonna have in this capo position. It's gonna be a B minor. So lucky for us, we already know how to play it. Just remember, 2nd fret in accordance to the capo. Same strumming pattern. Okay? From there, we're gonna go to a C chord. Get these first 3 fingers. 1st finger, placing that on the 1st fret of the B string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret of the D string, 3rd finger, reaching up to the 3rd fret of the A string. Strum from the A string downwards, same strumming pattern. Just like that, okay? And the turnaround is gonna be this, G to D to C to G. To D. So that's for the first verse. Let's go ahead and play it. Verse 2 is exactly the same, but remember, right, we switch out 1 chord at the end. So at the end of verse 2, that D chord at the end, we're going to replace it with a G7, all right? And a G7 is going to go like this. 2nd finger, 2nd fret of the A string, 3rd finger, 3rd fret of the E string, 1st finger, it's a good reach. I like to think of it as like an extended C chord that's kind of stretched out on both sides. 1st finger, 1st fret of the E string. Just like that, okay? So here is what verse 2 sounds like, okay? Remember to replace that final D chord with the G7. So here we go. G7. It's a good switch. It's a good one to practice. All right, so that is verse 1 and verse 2, done. So let's go ahead and go to the chorus here. So the chorus goes from C to G 2 times. And it sounds like this. Okay, from there, so we've got, C to G to C. And then from there, what we're going to do, so C, G, C. Then we're going to go to our D chord. Remember, we let that ring. 2, 3, 4. I'll do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. To a C chord, do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then into verse 3. So let's go ahead and do that whole chorus. Here we go, from the G7. C, to G, back to our C chord, D, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, and from there we go into verse 3. All right, and verse 3 sounds like this. And of course, we need to do the outro too. So the outro is going to be D, C, and G, played this way. G chord ring. Okay, so that's what's happening there. Really, really fun song. Again, given to you 2 different ways. Very beginner-friendly tune here. Notice how that strumming pattern really doesn't change a whole lot. Just really, really nice and fun to play. It's always great to work on those bar chords, especially my beginners who are watching. Do not be scared of them. They are fun. They're fun to play after a while, I promise, I promise. So, that's what's happening there. Pretty great, right? So let's go ahead, run it through one more time. Here we go. Verse. Now I'm going to do the verse 2 with the G7. Chorus. Verse. Outro. And there you have it. There is Grow Old With You by Adam Sandler from The Wedding Singer. Done 2 different ways. It's good stuff. Again, want to thank my friends at Fishman for helping me do these lessons week after week. You want to check out all the cool gear that I use from my friends at Fishman. Be sure to click the link in the video description below. It's good stuff. And again, if you want to check out my new EP called The Voices, you want to check out my online store where I have merch and all that good stuff, you can go to my website at angelapetrillimusic.com. Something there for everybody. Great stuff. Be sure to check out when I'll be playing in a town near you as well. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in week after week. It's great to see all the familiar folks in here as well as the new ones. So thank you all very, very much. And as always, wishing you so much success in your musical journey. And folks, I will see you next time. Everybody have a great weekend.